This is 365 Tonka Truck Fit, and today I'm coming to you guys with a video that's just I'm just being dishonest about my self, and the whole fitness beginner bodybuilding lifestyle and why I chose to come upon it. Okay, all right. So if you see me going in and out of the cameras because I'm looking at the questions that people ask me. I asked for five. I got four questions, but that's still cool. It's not about popularity for this channel. It's about helping people. I really want to help people, mentally and physically, and hopefully spiritually. Um, love themselves and get themselves in shape. Um, it's not about like low body fat or abs or anything like that. It's just about loving yourself and caring for yourself. Something that I've been growing more and more into over the years. So hopefully I helped somebody out there. So um, let's just get started. All right, so the first question is by one of my brothers from high school that, man, we haven't hung out in a while due to our busy schedules, but I already know you on your grind, man. I always tell mom, about you and stuff. So, um, blessings to you um, for this question. So, well, first off, before I start anything, I just want to thank God because none of this can happen or would have happened if it wasn't for God, my faith in God. I am a born again Christian as well, um, and I always told people once I find out the secrets to nutrition and health and physique, I'm just gonna give them out. I'm just gonna give them out because I know a lot of people out there struggling. They were struggling like me. But anyways, all praise to God all day, every day. So He's the one that runs my life. I'm just a messenger with it. So let's get started. First question, like I said, is by one of my brothers, Darrell Williams. He says, "How often did you change your diet while training?" Just gonna zoom the camera out. When I'm training, I change my diet. I I don't. I try to be as consistent as possible. Um, when you're doing this lifestyle, whether you're beginning bodybuilding or anything like that, or just want to just stay um, fit, nutrition wise, and a little bit like physical wise. Um, what happens is that if you're not like it's good to be flexible. Some people are good with flexibility, and that's cool with their nutrition and working out. That's cool and all, but if if you keep changing your diet back and forth, that's because, like for example, you love food. Um, that mostly leads to food disorders. Um, Not food disorders, eating disorders. I had an eating disorder. Actually, my first cut, which happened in 2015, because I didn't know anything about fitness. I didn't know anything about nutrition. I didn't know anything about the physique lifestyle, bodybuilding lifestyle, because no one taught me everything that I have right now. God has blessed me with the knowledge to actually the mentality to say, look, anything that you don't know, you're going to look up, and that's how you're going to find it. You're going to commit to it. You're going to experiment with yourself. So that's what I did, you know. So in terms of training, if I have like I do a lot of strength training. I lift nothing but like heavy weights. Um, Laptop went off. Keep in mind, I'm still like a small guy. I'm 193.8 pounds as of last Sunday. So you can see I'm doing pretty well. There's a lot of things in my physique that I want to, you know, that I want to like get better. Um, don't have one thing I will tell you guys. I do have great looking legs as well. There's no small legs around here. You can actually see the cuts in my legs, and that's what I wanted. My main goal is to have a proportioned body with big ab muscles that I love that can show through your shirts. Doesn't matter how thick the shirt is or thin the shirt is, they poke out. They're there. And I'm 9.5% body fat as of 2 weeks ago. Again, I'm doing like my body measurements today. So in terms of me training, switching up my diet, I just cycle carbs. So if I have like high cardio days, like on strength training days, like I'll keep like my carbs the same, like a pretty moderate amount, and then on cardio days, like I like drop them like things like that because I'm not strength training. It's just cardio. Strength training, you burn. What's so good about strength training is that you burn. And I'm talking fast because I don't want to keep this video too long. I just want to get straight to the point. Strength training burns calories for 3 to 4 days. Cardio only burns calories for a couple hours to like 1 day. That's it. If I want to hurry up and get like to a weight or a calorie deficit, like to eat more, I would just like literally like go like to the gym. But the thing with that is that, again, that's how food disorders, eating disorders are formed. If you eat wrong and you go straight to the gym, like, that's not like how it works, because like you're gonna eat wrong the next day and then go straight to the gym, and then you're not gonna see the results, and then you're just gonna flat out quit. So I advise people not to do that. Seriously, just don't. If you're doing it, stop it. Like for example, what will change in my diet in terms of my diet and my training this summer, like I'm going to be eating Italian ice, I'm going to be eating ice cream, I'm going to be eating cookies. So this summer, I'm going to set in my schedule to go to the gym maybe 2 times a day. So I'll be doing strength training in the morning, and then at very late at night, I'll do like 30, 45 minutes of cardio, and I would do that straight throughout the summer, so I can see my results like coming in. I can see where my maintenance point is. So that's just the way it is. That's me setting out as a schedule. That's not me saying, oh, I ate ice cream and I gotta go to the gym, because that's how eating disorders are formed. So you don't want an eating disorder. Bodybuilding lifestyle, it's not supposed to be an eating disorder. Fitness lifestyle is not supposed to be an eating disorder. Men's physique lifestyle is not going to be an eating disorder. And again, I will do like a separate video on that. But next question. Alright, I actually don't know where my camera just cut off, but I'm just going to have to connect these videos and editing. So the next question is from one of my work bros, one of my work brothers, Javier Delgado. Your last name is awesome, man. But anyway, his question is, how do you manage your time to have time to work and do your projects and stay fit and active? Like, do you stick to a strict schedule? Alright, to answer that question, yes, I stick to a strict schedule. When I was growing up young, when I was growing up in elementary school, because I'm still young, when I was growing up in elementary school, the thing is, you would never ever think that you have to make a schedule for yourself, but you literally do. The thing about me, I'm a night owl. Now, it's not good that I get 3 to 4 hours of sleep. I've been getting 3 to 4 hours of sleep for years. That's just the way it's always been. My body's become accustomed to it. Yes, I know it's not recommended, but the thing about success is that when you're trying to get established in your career, get established in anything, you're going to lose sleep. That's just the way it is. You're going to lose sleep. if you ask all the people that have achieved success, whether it's mental success in something, or spiritual success in something, or financial success in something, or career-wise success in something, they will tell you you will lose sleep. That's just the way it is. Our bodies were they were built to just continue like to move back in like ancient times, and as things became way more easier for us, like for example, having like food markets on the corners and not having to hunt for your food. A lot of people became lazy, and I have been victim to this as well, and this is something that I'm still growing out of. So to answer your question, I love having strict schedules. I love the discipline, the obedience, and the consistency of like my schedule. I do everything literally like the same day over and over the exact same times. A lot of people may say that's like OCD, but the thing about like me, it's like natural. That's something that I've been doing like for years. Something that my mom taught me. So to answer your question, um, yeah, I have a strict schedule. I have a strict schedule, and hold on, oh my gosh, this is a Fitbit watch that my sister bought me. I'm actually gonna like put it on right now because I'm actually on my way to go to the gym to do like some cardio. I'm just waiting for my phone in the background to charge. But yeah, like I keep everything. I have a timer, and I love this watch. By the way, it helps me keep up like with my cardio, um, with my running, my heart rate when I'm burning fat, things like that, my calories and everything. So like I love this watch right here. It's the Fitbit Blaze Gunmetal Edition. So yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, I love this watch. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Uh, yeah, so it's really nice. But yeah, I have a strict schedule, Javier. And everyone's different. Create a schedule that's flexible for you. For example, like I'm moving like all the time. That's how it's been all over the years. If you have days where you just like sit around and like go to the gym. I made a promise to myself that if it ever came a time where I'm like working in a field when I'm not lifting nothing heavy, I have like a desk job. The thing is, um, my activity level in the gym will be aggressive, and it'll only be like that because like you know when I go to work, I'll be sitting at a desk. That's just the way it is. But you have to want it like that bad. So um, I have a strict schedule. It doesn't mean that you have to have a strict schedule. Make your schedule customized and flexible for you. And if you ever need help with that, you have my number. You have my you're on my Facebook list. So just like contact me. All right. Next question. Oh, all right. You guys, you know what happened? The camera cut off again. I'm actually recording on my MacBook. The little from like the little photo booth or whatever. So work with me best way you all can. Again, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. But let's do this. Let's do this. So the next question is coming from another brother of mine. We didn't go to high school together, but I met him through one of my brothers from high school, Darrell Williams, that I mentioned earlier in this video. Brian Holiday, what's going on, man? One thing about this guy that I always know, he's always busy. He's always keeping busy. He's always learning, creating, teaching himself. And I always tell the people at my job about you. I was like, man, this guy is gonna like blow because like I have not seen him give up on things. When things aren't working, he continued to push, and then he be working on something else, and then working on something else while doing it. So, man, blessings to you, my brother. Blessings to you. So, His question was like in multiple questions, but again, like I'm here to help, so that's cool. His question is: break down your workout schedule. Explain what days you dictate to what and reps. Do you feel that adding more weight matters when repeating workouts? Free weights or machines? So we're gonna take each question and we're gonna answer it. So first section we're gonna do is break down your workout schedule. Explain what days you dictate to what and what reps. Dictate to what and reps. All right. So um, breaking down my workout schedule. So like my workout schedule is pretty clean. So I work out Monday through Friday. I do strength training Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, back to back. Do cardio on Thursday, uh, and then minus strength training on Thursday, right after my cardio. And um, Friday, I do strength training. Keep in mind, a lot of people don't know this, but you know, I actually I do boxing. I do boxing right after all of my workouts, whether it's strength training, whether it's strength training, or whether it's cardio. Like like I do boxing 1 hour right after all of those sessions. Um, that's what I do. Um, in terms, I got a little bit like off track um, with that, but explain what days you dictate to what and reps. The thing about like reps, I love lifting heavy weights. I'm a small guy. Again, I'm 193.8 pounds. As of last Sunday, I do my next weigh-in this Sunday, and I put on muscle fast. I'm an endomorph and a mesomorph. Uh, they call it an endo-meso, but again, that's a separate video. I'm gonna split those up because a lot of that stuff is really important in nutrition, deciding like dictating your body type. So I put on muscle fast, but I'll put on a little bit of like fat, like with that. So like I'm putting on like muscle, like all the time, all the time. Again, I'm 9.5% body fat as of 2 weeks ago. My waist is a 31. That's amazing. Um, but in terms of reps, I love lifting heavy. I lift heavy weights. Not gonna tell you how much I lift. You go to the gym with me. You guys come to the gym with me. You'll see how much I'm lifting. And the thing about that is that I'm not just lifting heavy weights. I'm doing it multiple times. When I say multiple times, I'm doing um, uh, four to six reps, 4 sets. So that's 6, 12, 18. That's 24 reps of like heavy weights. Like weights that are like will make like your veins like pop out. You know, when you put them down, like your fingers are like twitching. That's just the way that my body responds. Because again, the moment like I stop like my activity, all of this goes away. That's just the way it is. So in terms of reps, like I lift heavy and I do it multiple times, multiple reps, multiple sets. So the next part of your question is, do you feel that adding more weight matters when repeating workouts? It all depends on what your goals is. I'm actually training for a marathon, so I'm trying to get as lean as possible, build as much muscle as possible while getting rid of like the fat. Getting like my skin tighter and things like that. Also, I mean, like to it all depends on your goals. If you want bigger muscle, then go ahead. I'm trying. I'm not even trying. I will get leaner. I'm getting leaner. That's just the way it is. Um, that's my goal. Always goal is to get like leaner. Let that let the skin get tight and let the muscle just like pop out like through the skin. So in terms of like adding weight, I would say a lot of the guys that are a little bit like smaller, like frail, skinny, they call those ectomorphs. Um, Eat, but like they don't gain anything. They're hard gainers and things like that. hard for them to build muscle, hard for them to build size and things like that. Um, I would say adding more weight is good for them if you're in that position. But in terms of like adding weight, um, every every week, I do that like occasionally, like to. It all depends on like what my diet and what my physique goals are. So if I'm trying to like lose fat and I'm cutting on like low calories, low macronutrients, proteins, carbs, and fats, like I'm going to like lift heavy because I don't want to lose like my muscle. But if I'm uh, if I'm just training standard with the same weights and stuff, I just I just like I still like lift heavy. The thing about me, I don't know, I'm a little bit like different. The thing about me, I want to always improve myself every single day, especially in nutrition and fitness and mentally because it's all mental. Um, you know, uh, telling yourself that what you're eating is enough, even though if it's small, it's enough. And your free days are coming up. Like I have a free day tomorrow, and I'm going to show you guys what I eat. I'm not missing on meals. I eat a lot on my free days, and I have 2 free days in a week. And look, I'm lean. I'm able to stay lean. And I've been doing that for months. I've been doing my free day for 4 months, and my 2 free days for about 3 weeks now, and I'm still lean. So um, it all depends on that, on your goals. I hope that answers your question. Okay. All right. Last question before I get in like my own personal questions that I ask myself that I want you guys to know. So this is about one of my college peers, Guillermo Frosto. Uh, Dude, you have like the coolest name ever, man. Both first name and last name. So I hope this helps. You asked me this question last night. You say, "Hey, man, saw your progress on your body. Do you mind if I ask what is your routine?" Um, I just covered this already, but it's all good. So like my routine is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I strength train to like fingers are like falling off. Do I literally like want to just like punch something? Uh, and Thursday I do cardio. Friday I do I do one more day of strength training. I just give it all of my might because that's what my free day is. My second free day. And then like I box after all of these sessions. So I box right out the strength training Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, right out the cardio on Thursday, and right out the strength training on Friday. And that's what helps me keep lean as well. Because I always tell a lot of people, you don't want to be um, big and like you can't throw around your muscle. You can't like throw around like your body and stuff. Again, you see like my legs. I'm just gonna stand back. You see like my legs. My legs are pretty like muscular. It's not just from boxing, it's from like strength training. Like, with my muscles, I've always been a guy that I didn't believe how a lot of men were so big and strong, but like their legs look like toothpicks. But again, I'm not a person of mouth. Everybody's different. They're just like what some people like want. But the thing about me, I push to have like my body proportion. So if you guys see like my whole body is proportion. So hope that answers your question, Guillermo. So um, now I'm just gonna get into like my questions that you know I want people to know about me. And this is coming up now. All right, you guys. So these are the questions about me. Oh man, it's almost time for me to go to the gym. So this is gonna be like fast, but again, I want you guys like to like really see this. I gotta hurry up and uh, go train, do cardio, and do my boxing, and be on my way to get back to work. But you guys need to like, I really want you guys to like just meditate on these questions. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys. So the first question I asked myself, um, and I want to let you guys know, why did I start the bodybuilding lifestyle? Why did I start the bodybuilding lifestyle? I started the bodybuilding lifestyle because I love food. Um, um, Not just like you. It's yes, it was. I was almost obese in 2015. Diabetes runs in my family. My mom has type 1 diabetes. That's another video I'm going to get into personally. Um, but I love to eat. And the thing about when you eat, you food just naturally like just tastes good. But the thing about it, as you eat more and more, the fat just starts to sit out more. And you're not noticing because like you just love you for you. That's what I'm pushing with this channel. Like to love yourself. And you just like whatever, like I'm gonna burn it off. But the thing about what I tell a lot of people, when you're eating a ton, it is so difficult to burn food off if you're not having a total, um, if you're not, if you're not really active. When I say really active, like you have a strategy on a whole routine that you do every single day when you decide to overeat. It's not something that pops up at your head saying, oh, I ate ice cream and now I gotta go ride a bike or I gotta go jog or I gotta go strength train. It's not that easy. I'm telling you all, it is not, and it's just me just being honest with you all. It's not that easy. To burn off 400, 500 pounds if you're on a treadmill, you literally have to be on a treadmill for an hour and 30 minutes going at a speed of like 4.5 to 6, non-stop. That's just like the way it is. If you're strength training, that's 400, 500 calories that you're burning off. That takes like an hour, but like you literally have to be like going in, like tearing muscles up to you're like literally stumbling, like it's not that easy. And it may be easy for some people, but me myself, I know my nutrition, I know my body. I've been learning myself over these past years, and one thing that's what I know about me, I gain fat quickly, so I have to have a plan, a session plan that I do like for months. If I'm trying food, I'm going a little bit over my calorie maintenance and things like that, to avoid being in a surplus if I'm not bulking, you know. Uh, but anyway, that's why I got into like the bodybuilding lifestyle, because I love to eat, and my clothes fit better. I wear I'm between an extra small and a small right now, which is pretty amazing. Like I said, my waist is a 31 inch, about 30 as of 2 weeks ago. It may be about a 30 inch now. Um, you know, Everything just fit right. My clothes are cheaper. My computer went out. My clothes are cheaper. Um, I feel good like when I'm walking out. It's quite funny because you know, on my free days I'll come from the gym and I have like a whole pizza in my hand on a bus, and people will be on a bus. They'll be looking at me like I'm a freak. Like look at this guy, and it's like, and I'm very humble about like my nutrition and training lifestyle. I always tell a lot of people that. I just be thinking in my head like, what y'all looking at me for? Like y'all, majority of y'all do this like every day. Just get on a bus and just like tie your mouths up and stuff. I'm on a bus like with a whole piece in my hand. And I'm not even eating a piece. I'm just eating like cookies and stuff. And like you guys are like looking at me. So, but again, you never forget where you came from. I would never forget where I came from through the grace of God. Um, I didn't like the way that I looked. But my mom always told me, don't tell people what you're doing until you're like doing it. You know what I mean? So I didn't tell people I was studying nutrition, fitness, and stuff That's something that I just wanted to dive in, make sure I got all the perks out, and I'm still learning that mental discipline. There's a lot of times where I just like want to, I see like some peanut butter crackers, and I just like want to pound them in my mouth again. But we're just human. That's something that like we have to learn the disciplinary from like what to do and what not to do when we're trying to have a certain lifestyle. That's just like the way it is. Um, and that, again, that's a separate video, or I just put it in this video. But that's why I got into the bodybuilding lifestyle, because 2015 almost reached obesity. 2015 also I learned that like my mom um, was diagnosed as type 1 diabetes. But the thing is, I was already on my lifestyle before like I heard that news. That news came a couple of weeks later, and that's what elevated me and pushed me. You know what I mean? So that's why I got into the bodybuilding lifestyle. That third reason being that I love food. And, I gain fat fast, but I love food. So, and I want to stay in shape. Like amazing shape forever in my life. And I have like little notes. I have journal entries and notes and stuff pictures and stuff that I kept to myself. So if it ever comes a time in my life where I fell off, I know how to get back. I can read those journal entries, study it, and boom, be back in like a month, literally. So, next question that I have that I ask myself: what have this lifestyle done for me? Pros and cons. Pros and cons is fitting all your hobbies into it, and professions as well. Standard, standard, going to church, going to work, gym, studying film, reading. That's what I've been doing all. Going to church, going to work, training at the gym, studying film, and reading. That's like what I've been doing. Pros and cons, those are the pros. The cons is maintaining all of those, keeping them all afloat, waking up on time, to like get to all of these. It's time for me to go do cardio. Training to get like all of this stuff done. You know what I mean? That's very, very, very important to me. And I told myself, in order to stay in shape, I have to keep up with all of those things. I can't let those slip, and I can't let the stress hormone get to me. A lot of people fall victim to the stress hormone. The stress hormone comes in when you're stressed out. You come back home, you just like want to eat. Food is comfort. That's just the way it is. But when I'm feeling upset or angry, or just things aren't going my way, I close my eyes, take a deep breath, and I just take time to myself, and I just separate myself from the problem, and that's my solution. Another con is your body heats up at night. Your body craves water back and forth. My body heat up at night, and it's something that I have to go to my doctor to actually get a little bit more fun about how to tend to it more and more. I have to drink a ton of water. Keep in mind, doing like my workouts, doing my training, Monday through Thursday, I'm drinking nothing but water. Only on my free days that I drink soda. Monday through Thursday, drinking nothing but water and green tea. That's just the way it is. I'm very, very honest with you all. That's just the way it is. When I say I'm going to cut, I cut. I do it. When I say I'm maintaining, I'm maintaining. I maintain, I do it. But when I go on my first bulk, probably like next year or the year after next, I'm going to bulk. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to cut. I'm gonna cut. There's no, oh, I'm gonna keep bulking. It's like no. Like when I have my sessions, I have my sessions because if you keep switching out, again, that's how eating disorders are formed. And I had an eating disorder, and I'm not trying to go into that again because that's scary. That's the mentality is screwed up at that point. So that's another con. Your body heats up at night, so you got to drink a ton of water. The moment that I only crave two things. I stopped eating chips and candy bars like a year and a half ago. So the only thing that I crave in terms of sweets are banana pudding and chocolate chip cookies. That's it. And the thing is, like once sugar hits my body, but my body is not being used to that, I catch a cramp in my leg, like 3 o'clock in the morning. And the thing is, it doesn't even start like from my leg; it starts from my ankle and it shoots up. But I just get rid of that by drinking green tea and water. And the thing about my green tea, I drink plain green tea. When I tell a lot of people go into a thing where it's like, oh yeah, I use like some sugar and stuff. Like, yeah, not me. I drink green tea plain. Just green tea and water. That's it. Green tea and hot water. That's it. So, um, those are the cons. Scheduling, handling that stress hormone while still staying fit. Scheduling, handling that staying fit. Stress hormone, staying fit. Uh, Cramped at when your sugar enters your body, and handling that. And right after those free days, you just sleep. I sleep a lot. I just go like to sleep every time after my workout. After my training, I gotta stop saying workout because when you develop like a lifestyle, it's no longer like a workout. You're training. You're training your body to get better and better, so you can eat more. I love food, like I said. I have to take a nap after all my training sessions. It's just the way it is. It can be 5 minutes before I go to work. It's just the way it is. Also, when you're like scratching, like if you like scratching like your body and stuff, you can't like scratch too hard because like if you hit a vein, like it'll start to hurt. Even when like you're like scratching like your side and stuff. Like I don't have like love handles anymore. You're scratching like your sides, you're digging into that muscle, so you gotta like really take it easy. Um, I get a lot of stares like when I come out. Everybody always like, "Are you a trainer? Are you ever thought about doing fitness? Working as a fitness model?" And I'm like, nah, I don't want to objectify like my body like that. This body is for me to move around swiftly with, to get like jobs done, for cheaper clothing, for me to enjoy food, for confidence and things like that. But I get a lot of those. I'm not gonna, and you know what? That's not a con. That's not a con. That's a pro and a con. We just put that in the middle. Um, that's pretty much pretty much it. You gotta, like I said, you gotta stay hydrated. Oh, you gotta stay hydrated all the time by any means necessary. And you just live. Life has pros and cons in it. So, next question. How have I integrated my bodybuilding lifestyle with my spiritual life and professional life? I keep my spiritual life and my professional life intertwined, um, along like with my beginner bodybuilding lifestyle. Um, I always have to like remind myself, that God gave me this mentality. He gave me the strength, like to do this mentality to do this. So He's expecting me to be very, very, very humble with it. So, I could go outside like this. I could go outside like this. Could walk around. Actually, you know what? I can take these shorts off. You guys see, like my shorts are like hiked up. My leggings, my dry fit shorts. I can walk outside like that and just look like a fitness model with mine and just jog around the block, But if I'm not doing it, like when I'm running and something like that, it's foolish of me to go out there and just do that because now I'm just like trying to show off. I can be telling people, you say that you're cutting, but you're drinking that juice. You know, you say that you told me you wanted to lose weight 6 months ago, but like what happened? I can go out there and do that, but that's not the person that God made me into. I know a lot of people. There's some bodybuilders that I watch that do that, but God didn't make me that way. He didn't make them that way either. They just chose to be that way. But I know that God didn't make me that way, and therefore, I push to be as humble as possible with this nutrition lifestyle, this physique lifestyle, this mental lifestyle, discipline, obedient, consistent lifestyle. So checking my time. It's almost time for me to go do my cardio. Um, but yeah, he didn't make me that way, so I'm very humble. People come up to me and ask me, tell me like, hey, I want to start going to the gym, I want to start losing weight. You know, um, I get them advice and then I just like keep going. You know what I mean? Um, but I just stay very humble, so that's how I keep all those intertwined. Professionally, I study film and stuff like at night. I'm working on a lot. I'm working on a film project right now. You guys can see on my right, uh, my tripod right there. That tripod costs money too. That wasn't cheap, and the legs were separate from like the head. The head cost a lot of money. The legs cost a lot of money. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but I built that doorway dolly that's sitting on. It's actually sitting on a doorway dolly that you push. So I don't just do fitness. You know, as a lifestyle. Bodybuilding as a lifestyle. Like I do filmmaking as well, professional. So I'm working on a secret project. Shout out to Lindley's Hope Avenue Pictures. The link is going to be in the description. Um, that's how I integrate everything. I have to remind myself that yes, it's good to like stay healthy, but I have to make a living, not just for myself, but for my family as well. So, next question, and the last question. Well, second to last question. What vanity goals do I have for my nutrition / physique to improve on? I want to cut out. I want to cut out like my 2 free days and be able to cheat every day, but cheat within like my macronutrients. My maintenance is about 3,033 calories. I want to be able to do a pizza, like a whole pizza, for my second meal, for my last meal, and then make sure I'm getting all my macronutrients in my first meal. Um, uh, Proteins, carbs, and fats, things like that. So yeah, that's it. Also, like I naturally have big abs. I love big abs, like I said, but I want to get to 8. I'm getting to 8% body fat. Like I said, I'm 9.5% body fat as of last week, as of 2 weeks ago. But I'm gonna get the abs tighter. Muscle separation. I want to get more muscle separation when the deltoid completely separated from the bicep naturally, not damaged, not injury, but in terms of aesthetics, built like that, muscle separation. So, yeah, same thing like with my legs, get that separation right there a little bit deeper, them deeper cuts, get as lean as possible, and still be able to eat, cheat every day, cheat like within like my macros, and push my maintenance all the way up, my calorie maintenance all the way up to like 4,000, 5,000, where I can just literally be eating and gobbling up a ton of stuff. So basically, moving my gym sessions from 3 hours to 4 hours, and just keeping it like that for like a year, and then while still making sure I'm taking care of my responsibilities as a growing family man and as a growing born again Christian man and as a growing professional. So those are vanity goals. That's it. But I already reached my other goals, you know, in my abs, 2 free days where I can just pow food like in my mouth for my love for food day. I don't even call it my free days, I call it my love for food day. Friday is my love for food day, that's tomorrow. My love, Friday is my free day, that's tomorrow. And my love for food day is every Sunday. So, um, yeah. Last question. Is this fitness lifestyle worth it? This fitness lifestyle is worth it to me because by any means necessary, right after I've taken care of my responsibilities, you know, spiritually, with my family, professionally, by the grace of God, I'm going to stay fit with a low body fat percentage forever in my life as a lifestyle, permanently, you know, because I love food and the confidence that you get, you know, as you get leaner and leaner and stay leaner and leaner and maintaining, you know, it's just like, it's amazing. It's totally new for me. So I'm experimenting with so much right now. And keep in mind, I'm only 23 years old. A lot of people don't know I'm 23 years old. So I got a lot of growing to do. But this fitness lifestyle is worth it because I get to stay in shape. And it holds me to being very disciplined, of being consistent with myself. Holds me accountable. And I get to look good while doing it. And I look way better than I did in high school. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this video is long, but I really, really know it's going to help somebody out there. I really, really know it's going to help somebody out there. This is me giving you all a piece of me personally. I know it's going to help somebody out there, somebody that's struggling, somebody that really, really, really want it. And I just want to let people know that once, when you actually get lean and maintain it, the hard part is over. The hard part is over. You can integrate some foods back into your life and eating them in moderation while still being fit. But that hard part, getting your body sculpted, is over. But you have to want it. And I want to tell you all that in the natural, it's all mental. It's all mental. You know, God's given me the grace to do this. You know, to share this information. Right after that, it's mental. It's mental. It's macronutrients. It's training. You know, and it's commitment to physical activity. You know, and it's gonna, once you get there, it's like second nature. It's like second nature. So that's a blessing to all you all. Shout out to Darrell, Javier, Brian, Palermo, for reaching out. And if you guys need help, it's like, you know, let me know. Shout out to you all. Peace. Subscribe to 365 Tonka Truck Fit. Let's get lean.